Have you ever stopped to wonder if your hamster depends on you in ways you've never even noticed? Most people believe taking care of a hamster is simple. Give it food, water, and a comfortable place to sleep. But there's a quiet kind of dependence happening every single day inside your home, in the most ordinary moments, when no one is really paying attention. Even though your hamster is small and seems independent, its behavior is deeply shaped by your choices, your routine, and the environment you create around it. Have you ever experienced this without realizing it? Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover might surprise you. And it all starts with something so simple that almost every owner overlooks. Because in reality, every small detail in your day can shape how he feels inside his own space. The time you turn on the lights, the noise in your home, the way you approach the cage. All of these send signals your hamster picks up on, even when you don't realize it. And that's exactly why this conversation matters so much. If this topic resonates with you, share in the comments what stood out to you the most, or whether you've noticed any changes in your hamster's behavior. Your experience could help other people who might be going through the same thing, and your voice here is what helps this channel grow and reach more people with this kind of content. And if you want to keep learning things that truly make a difference in how you care for your hamster and understand his behavior, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next steps in this journey. Because what comes next reveals a detail that can completely change the way he lives every single day inside your home. Now I want to go even deeper into this topic, because when you start paying closer attention, you realize your hamster's behavior isn't random or unpredictable. It's a direct result of the choices you make every single day, often without even noticing. The TV playing for hours, the lights staying on late, sudden changes in routine, even the smell of the room, all of this becomes part of the background of his daily life. And it's within this quiet setting that an invisible transformation happens. A constant adjustment that reveals a hidden truth about how small animals experience the world around them. Think about this for a moment. While you're going about your own day, solving problems, making decisions, changing schedules, he's trying to make sense of an environment that keeps shifting without warning. For you, it's just another normal day. For him, it could be a signal of safety or a reason to stay on alert. That emotional impact doesn't show up in words, but you can see it in the way he moves, how long it takes him to come out of hiding, and how he reacts when you get close. And maybe the most important thing to understand is that he has no control over any of it. He can't rearrange his space, adjust the routine, or ask for quiet when he feels uncomfortable. But there's an even more sensitive detail behind all of this, something that happens every single day and deeply shapes the trust he builds over time. And once you recognize this, the way you see caring for him changes completely, because it stops being just a task and becomes a conscious choice. If this reflection resonates with you in any way, leave a comment saying, "This makes sense to me." Now I want to go even deeper into this topic, because there comes a moment when this relationship stops being just about care and starts becoming a true bond. And that's one of the most important realizations for anyone who lives with a hamster every day. He doesn't learn who you are by recognizing your face the way we do. What builds that connection is something much more subtle, almost invisible, happening quietly in the background of daily life. It's the scent you leave in the room, the sound of your footsteps getting closer, the way your hands enter his space. Little by little, without you even noticing, he begins to read those signals and make decisions based on them. This is a silent transformation, built day after day, that completely changes how he sees his own world. Your hamster starts to associate your presence with safety, with food, with comfort, and most importantly, with protection. And this is where a hidden truth begins to emerge, something many people never realize. When you walk up to the cage and he reacts, it's not just curiosity, it's recognition, it's memory, it's trust being built through small, repeated actions over time. In his journey, you stop being just the person who takes care of him and become part of the environment that determines whether he feels safe or vulnerable. And there's an even deeper layer behind this connection, something that reveals the real impact of your actions on his behavior and completely changes how this relationship grows over time. If this idea resonates with you in any way, write in the comments. I'm on this journey too. Now I want to go even deeper into this topic, because there's a specific moment in the day when everything changes for your hamster. Even though to you it might feel like just another ordinary night, when the house gets quiet, when the lights dim and the pace slows down, that's when his real journey begins. It's during the night that the environment you created shows its true impact. If the space feels safe, he gains the confidence to explore, run, and investigate every corner. But if something in that environment creates tension, even a small detail, his reaction changes completely. And this is where one of the most important realizations happens. Many behaviors that look like laziness, shyness, or lack of interest are actually silent signs of insecurity. It's a hidden truth that few people notice because it happens behind the scenes, away from watchful eyes. Your hamster isn't just reacting to the moment, he's interpreting the world around him based on the decisions you made earlier. The lighting, the noise, the way the space is arranged, the predictability of the routine. All of this shapes his mindset and determines whether that night will be filled with confidence or caution. And when you start to understand this dynamic, something shifts inside you as well. You begin to see every detail as part of a bigger transformation, a responsibility that directly affects how he lives and how he feels. And that leads to a truth that very few people recognize, something that completely redefines what care really means. If this reflection made you see things in a new way, leave a comment saying, "I never realized this before. Now I want to go even deeper into this topic." Because there's a truth that completely changes the way we see this relationship. Your hamster doesn't depend only on your physical presence, being near the cage or giving food at the right time. More than anything, he depends on the decisions you make every single day, often without even realizing it. The size of the space he lives in, the consistency of his routine, the care you put into the environment, the attention to small details. All of this forms the background of his life and shapes the quality of the experience he has inside your home. This is a quiet journey, built on small choices that may seem simple, but carry a deep impact. Because even when you're busy with other things, dealing with your own challenges, his world is still being shaped by the decisions you made earlier. And maybe the most important realization is understanding that he has no way to explain what he feels. He can't ask for help when something is wrong, and he can't change his environment on his own. That responsibility rests entirely on you. When this mindset shifts, a real transformation happens in the way you care for him. Every gesture starts to matter. Every adjustment becomes a conscious decision, and every moment of attention turns into a sign of protection. That's when you realize his dependence isn't loud or obvious. It's constant, invisible, and deeply connected to your daily choices. And once that awareness settles in, something inside you changes too, because caring stops being just a routine and becomes a purpose. If this idea touched you in some way, leave a comment saying, "Now I understand." And if you've made it this far with me, it's because in some way, this message connected with your own experience. Maybe you started this video thinking that caring for a hamster was something simple, but now you see this relationship from a new perspective, with more awareness and intention. And that's exactly the kind of discovery we build together here, step by step, turning small actions into more thoughtful choices filled with meaning. If you want to keep receiving this kind of content, the kind that reveals important details about your hamster's behavior, care, and connection, subscribing to the channel is a way to stay on this journey and not miss the next insights that can truly make a difference in your daily life. And if this conversation stayed with you all the way to the end, leave a comment saying, "I'm with you until the end." That way I know this message really reached you. And if at any point during this video you felt a stronger connection with your hamster, or saw caring for him in a new light, consider leaving a like as a simple sign of the connection we built here together. There's another video right here that complements this topic and goes even deeper into building trust and care. Click on it and keep the journey going with me there.